Alright, so Roz and Josh here, back for the first round. And we're treated to this lovely hand with a bomb and then 2 bombs and then 1 land. So I don't think that we can, and we're off color. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to go have to mulligan.
I agree.
It makes me sad, but what can you do? Let's see some good stuff here. Okay. We're seeing a Selesnya Guildgate. We're seeing a white. We have a potential 3-drop. Maybe we'll pull an island.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do have our Sphinx of the Chines. I think I would probably go ahead and keep this.
I totally agree.
So we will not mulligan this. We'll go ahead and give our partner here the hey and good luck. I like to type it out. It just feels a little bit more personal. Personal touch. All right, Kafkanad. Give it to me.
Well, he's blue, which is good initially because you're playing a good bit of bounce, and there's your nice 2-drop. So.
Yep, we're going to get somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. We start ripping some lands, and I think we'll be in a fine spot. And
bouncing Centaur healers is always bad. So.
Frostborn Weird is always good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I love that card. If I saw 2 of those.
Good one.
All right, well. So we're seeing the Cyclonic Rift. So we have a hand with some bombs in it. And now is when the clutch mana draws have to start occurring. He'll probably swing in. I probably won't block. And I doubt he'll use his mana to pump his Frostburn Weird. Azorius, clearly with a Frostburn Weird, so I don't know if the splash is it or Azorius.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to bring it in here with the Frostburn Weird, that's fine. We'll go ahead and take it. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he'd probably pump once, play a 2-drop. Oh, no, he's going for it, baby.
Alright, that's it. Nothing in the hand. Let's see it. Alright. Call the Conclave. Why not?
Well, yeah.
So let's
It's not a land, but it's something.
It's something we can play with the lands that Magic has given us. And I'm fine
Make it to 4 mana. Eyes in the skies. That's always nice.
Alright, so there comes a little Centaur for you.
But playing Azorius, you always have to look out for the bounce.
Okay, so now
on your tokens.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be really unfortunate. So now he has enough mana to pretty much do just about everything. He's all fixed up. I don't really feel like losing my Centaur to a Frostburn Weird. Especially when we're sitting with things like Eyes in the Skies. So
yeah, and I mean, if he's gonna, he's probably not gonna pump even if he does swing in.
That's interesting. He doesn't swing in at all.
Mm-hmm, because he would end up taking 5 in response, and he couldn't deliver 5.
That's not bad. That's some good power.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're getting kind of clutch now. We're stuck on 2 mana. Can't play anything in our hand. So I guess we're stuck against the ropes here.
Yeah, you just got to kind of wait it out. It was tough mulliganing into this and then not drawing land in, what was it, 3 draws now, so.
Thus the random nature of Magic. Yeah, he's hitting his land drops every turn. This is pretty bad.
He's beasting the land.
You have the land, my man.
Void Wielder maybe would be pretty devastating here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the card I would hate to see right now. I mean, Dramatic Rescue would be bad as well.
You wouldn't expect him to be running things like Rootborn defenses, so.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, yep, I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if he did not swing in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably a Hussar Patrol, if I had to guess.
Yeah, we're feeling the pain now.
It's painful.
We don't have
but
to
still not discarding, though.
No. Look on the bright side.
Gotta be positive.
Yep, there's the... Oh, no, Eyes in the Skies. Really?
Interesting.
Okay. So... I don't know if he's off green or he just likes this card that much.
I'd say he's definitely... Well, I don't know. That's kind of weird to be playing a Cobble Brute splashing red. So...
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, there's got to be something else here, right? So So come in with the two. Okay, coming in with everything. All right, so I don't think we can go ahead and take all of this. I think the obvious block is Drudge Beetle on the Cobble Brute.
Mm-hmm.
And the question then becomes throw away the Centaur to the Frostburn Weird and make him pump.
I mean, he could have a Swift Justice. He could have Avenging Arrow. He's got a lot of things he could have. But he's going to deal you 2 and possibly 4 more, so he could deal 6, taking you to 11.
At that point, it's like, do we draw the mana and stabilize?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go ahead and play it a little bit risky and not block the Frostburn Weird.
That's what I would do as well.
We'll see where this takes us. We'll see what he wants to do. I mean, if he Swift Justices a Drudge Beetle, I'm like, okay, you know, that's okay. So rootbound defenses or rootborn defenses.
Wow, that's really curious. I guess he's more tokeny than initially I thought.
So maybe he's off green. Either way, we're getting a pretty substantial pummeling here. I assume he has something else because he didn't pump. That's interesting.
Smart, not blocking with the Centaur. The Centaur token though.
Okay, so that guy's a little bit late to the party.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so I guess we can throw down a Cellar. We're obviously not rushing in here anytime soon.
Nope.
We'll stare at her gaudy hat and purchase a Songbird. And so what are we looking at here? We're looking at 3 in the air.
You're gonna take 3 in the air. Well, if you ripped a land, let's see what his swing is first.
This is just me guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say swing with 3 birds and a Frostburn Weird.
I think he swings with everything but the Guild Mage. And then he may, of course,
he's digging.
In other words, he doesn't have tricks, most likely.
He's got lands in his hand. Let's see what he pitches here. It's a hard decision.
Well, now either he's, apparently it is. Now either he's pumping his weird twice or he's not playing anything else this turn, probably. Unless he plays out a land. Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I guess he hasn't really seen anything from us yet, so Dispel isn't looking that good.
And it was curious that he pitched a Dispel for a second mountain, which makes me think he's going to need it.
So is he moving toward Mizium Mortars? Here comes the swing. All right, pretty lackadaisical swing so far. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought might happen. So what does that tell us? Not swinging with a Cobble Brute.
Well, I mean, if he swings with the Cobble Brute, he really only has the Weird. I think it tells you that maybe he's looking for Teleportal. It tells you he doesn't have a trick.
Right, so we're looking at a potential 7 here.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we want to pitch a Centaur in front of this thing.
You could always jump out with Cellar and make him pump. He's got to pump once if he wants to kill it.
Poor Cellar. Always the chump. Now, let's see.
Just use her for the Songbird and...
I have a feeling that we're going to see the pump, I imagine.
Sure.
Okay. So there she goes. Bye.
She goes her way.
And if that's all that we have to see, then I don't feel too bad. Hi, Collective Blessing.
That's tough.
Yeah, I think we probably have one more turn here. I think we just our lands were just a little bit too far behind.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think that this, if you could have ripped 1 or 2 lands, I think this works out okay.
If I would have ripped an island, I would have felt just fine. at some. I mean, any land would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
We're staring with a Phantom General and Eyes in the Skies in the face. But, you know, I mean, even if I... Yeah, thanks, buddy. Okay. So, yeah, it's pretty devastating.
See if you can block something out and we can get a little more information about his deck, though.
I'm fine with that. I guess old Birdie here is going to go toward the way of the Cobble Brute. Charge!
There you go.
So, I guess we'll see max pump here. And that'll be 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially 9.
Mm-hmm.
Really? So he wants to play his final card.
This is a bad play. That's actually what I thought he might be doing, but he's really greedy.
I play.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
we're
even
gonna
play
go
anything.
ahead and we're gonna go ahead and just concede right here. Okay, so all right, so we're seeing all kinds of things. We're seeing a little bit of Populate. We're seeing a little bit of Bloodfray Giant. We're seeing Rootborn Defense. See, Rootborn Defense is so good that you just can't deny playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I saw anything that forces me to put something like an Aerial Predation in. I mean, his flyers basically consisted of 1/1 token birds. And
I think maybe getting a little earlier would be good. Maybe Sphinx is a little too greedy for us. Having something like a Tower Drake may be okay.
let's see. So that's what we're looking at if we're throwing down a Tower Drake. As long as we can find that blue source. I mean, other than that, I don't think that our deck. I don't. There's nothing we did. I think we just, man, we didn't see any lands.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I would want to count how many lands he had compared to how many lands we had.
I think Sunspire Griffin might be okay as well because your main color is white, and you are technically running 3, 6, 7, 8 plus a key rune. That's enough to get out of Sunspire Griffin. I think you could get away with that instead of the Tower Drake or another card, depending on what you're wanting to do.
I was actually considering maybe taking out a Hussar Patrol for it. I'm not sure. We're not the most reactive deck. I mean, we have a few things that we do reactively, I guess. We have the common bonds. I mean, we have, like, Dramatic Rescue, and we have Eyes in the Skies.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one Guild Mage for a Sunspire Griffin? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would be possibly fine.
I kind of like this Tower Drake.
Yeah, I think the Sunspire goes okay with your mana situation.
So let's see. I think our mana is still good the way it is.
I agree.
So let's see if we can see the right items here. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and play first. Okay, so this is much better.
Yeah.
No. I think for the first time he'll see that we're playing a real deck.
Yeah, and I think his deck was really greedy, so I think it's there's a chance he ends up a little bit color screwed.
Having the arrest is fine. I mean, we did see things like Dramatic Rescue, so it's like, you know, if we put it on something, there's the potential of Collective Blessing. Well, let's start getting our whites out in case we do see a Sunspire Griffin.
Yep.
But we do have Collective Blessing, the colors needed for Collective Blessing. So, man, that Frost burned weird on turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
Man after my own heart. Okay, so, and there's the Archon. So that's fun. Alright. So here we are. I mean, we're pretty much sitting on Herald right now because there's not a lot else we're going to end up doing.
Right.
And after that, I mean, Eyes in the Sky is looking fantastic for a bird and a centaur. I think that'll move things right along.
Well, he's raw dogging his 3 colors here.
He's the man.
That's what I've heard.
He is Cat Canod, the Obliterator, and I can't really see him swinging in here, so I'm not really sure what we're gonna see.
Yeah, I don't think he swings in.
Maybe he does.
Well, he had everything I didn't expect to see. So either that means that he's better than I am, or that I just don't know how the game works, apparently. So.
Okay, that's amazing.
That's actually really super awesome good.
And I guess the idea there is to arresticate that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is really, really bad.
Yeah, I mean, the combo is excellent. But, I mean, okay, is he going to make it flying?
I don't know. That's kind of curious. I'm waiting for
maybe
it.
He's got a okay.
There
all
we
right.
go. All right. Okay, so sadly he is flying. Sorry, Centaur Herald. You don't get to call in the reinforcements today.
All right, so he gets in, and then...
let's go ahead and break her open here.
Yeah.
Out pops a Centaur. That's kind of weird. I don't want to know how that works. Okay. So, we're looking at some good stuff here. Our hand is taking us places, but I kind of feel like we pretty much have to arrest this.
Yeah, I agree. He could get in for just a ton, unless, you want to be a little bit greedy and see if he'll leave it back. Like if you swing in, well, it depends on how aggressive you want to be. If you swing in, then just let's see what he will do as far as pumping. Because you may be able to tie up his mana for another turn. And then you'll have 2 centaurs on the ground and a bird in the air. You may take 3. I don't know. It's up to you. There's a couple of play lines. Either way you swing in, then you can either arrest it or you can try to get him to pump it. Maybe take 5, drops us to 12.
I'm okay with that. You know what I would like to see here? Another Pursuit of Flight.
That would be good.
All in on Frostburn Weird. Let's do it. So
maybe you're going to see a Bloodfray Giant next turn. I don't know. He may also have the Dispel for your Eyes in the Skies, which would be bad. But let's just see.
I wouldn't be surprised if he sideboarded the Dispel out. He didn't see anything instant-wise from us the last time, did he?
No, but that doesn't. If it's it's definitely a playable card against your colors.
Oh, sure. All right, so where are we going here?
Well, let's see.
With the swing.
I think
You could pitch a bird here.
No, I think I just take it.
See if he wants
and
to
then
throw
see
all
what
his mana.
Yeah, just see what he wants to do.
Okay. So we waited for a little while, so he knows that things are happening. He can pump it twice because those are the only color manas he has.
Yeah, if he pumps it with red and then is going to pass, you're probably going to see a dramatic rescue.
Yeah, that would be pretty unfortunate.
There's the red.
There's the red pump.
That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But you've got one play.
So, yeah, I guess we can Eyes in the Skies here and see what happens.
Yeah.
So let's put her out.
That's what he's going to do. He's going to try to bounce you.
Let's see what she says here. Yep, there it is. All right.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you pull a land...
Cyclonic Rift.
Okay, well, I think the play here is pretty clear.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to throw down on this thing. We can go ahead and swing in for 2, I guess, which is fine. I really would have liked to have seen that second land, or I should say that 5th land, rather.
Yeah, that would be nice. Go ahead and put more pressure out, but I haven't seen early land issues.
No, there's really nothing I can leave up that says, hey, look, it's something I can do, because we don't have any creatures to giant growth, but here you go, there's an arrest. Okay, so yeah, Bloodfray Giant, pretty bad. There she is. There's the Bloodfray Giant. Alright, well. Okay, so we see a plains.
Yep. Yeah, this is, I mean, one more gets you to call collective blessing, so
that would turn the game.
And I think you're definitely swinging in, you know.
That would definitely turn the game. I mean, we can play our Call to Conclave. We can do our thing here. Maybe take 5. That's pretty unfortunate.
It is, but it is what it is, so.
We've managed to chip away a little.
Yeah, and a collective blessing is just brutal here. If you can rip a land, we deserve to rip this land. I'm putting on my rally cap, by the way.
In a perfect world, I would see a blue and then another white or something. This way we can go collective blessing and then say, hey, do we want to try? Do we want an Archon? Do we want a Cyclonic Rift?
Well, if you Cyclonic Rift, I mean, it's going to put the Pursuit of Flight and the Frostburn Weird back in his hand, and it's going to knock off the Arrest. So I think single target on Cyclonic Rift is better at this point.
I've always been a fan of the Archon as well.
Yeah, if you can get Archon out and swing once, it's tough to catch up to. Too bad we don't have a common bond. That would be nice.
Yeah, where have those guys been at?
I don't know.
Alright, so swing for 5. Makes us sad. Go down to 8. And with your 4 cards in hand, what do you want to do? I was hoping for
Cabal Brute?
I was hoping for 4 lands. Really? Alright, this is it.
That's interesting.
This is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Moment of truth.
This is the turning point of the whole game. It's a Phantom General.
That's actually not terrible.
It's not. So, I mean, I guess the idea here is swinging with 2 birds and then Phantom General, and then our Centaur's a little bit bigger. I mean...
Yeah,
or I should say Phantom General and then do it.
Right. And you're going to want to leave up, of course, Giant Growth or whatever. Just to hint around at that.
Well, if we actually had a Swift Justice, that would be nice.
It would. I mean, we've got one in the deck.
So, I mean, I'm contemplating swing with both birds, swing with 1 bird. I mean, I guess... I really hate to lose this Centaur to this Bloodfray Giant, but I guess that's kind of what has to happen.
Yeah.
So, here we go. I mean, 4 to the face is fine. That feels pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. Have fun with the filibusters.
I don't foresee him getting that situation worked out anytime soon. Does have 3 cards in hand.
Oh, he's got plenty of cards. I mean, realistically, we have 3 cards as well. We just, they're just all at the top of the curve. Well, this isn't at the top, but we don't have a blue. Okay, that's pretty clutch. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So poor Centaur over there goes by the wayside. He can swing in for lethal.
Mm-hmm. He could.
I mean, does he think that the Giant Growth is there? Probably not. I think he just swings all in.
He swings both.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can prevent 3 by blocking the Allocators, and you can prevent 3 by blocking the Giant. It just really is your choice.
Yeah, it's the same either way. So I guess we'll go ahead and just be defiant and block this Bloodfray Giant.
Okay.
There we are. Alright. Well.
Oh, that's brutal. That's so bad.
Isn't that sad? Okay, is there any way we don't lose here?
Um, let's see. Yeah, you can do the same thing. You can block out the bird with one of your bird tokens, but I mean,
we lose our whole
after
board,
that,
essentially.
you'll lose your whole board, and he'll keep his whole board.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just play it out. You never know.
You do not. I've seen stranger things.
Saw Stranger Things about, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm. Strange. You did. I mean, you drew out basically the end of your curve both games without the mana to support it. So.
And you know, we saw mana this game. None of it happened at the right time. I mean, obviously this guy here wanted to be a forest. He wanted to be a plains, but our one Selesnya Guildgate decided to show up on turn whatever.
Yeah, a little bit late to the party.
Turn 8. So, good for you there, Selesnya Guildgate.
He's got a Void Wielder here.
Oh, man.
He's got a Knightly Valor. Wow.
Sure. Alright, well, I mean, yeah, I'll let him take his swing, and I'll take it like a man, but I could probably just as easily concede here.
Not sure which is more manly.
Yeah, because now the math is, there is no math. There's no way to, so yeah, you can take me to the lowest life possible. Go ahead and do it. What do you got for me? -10, that's not too bad.
Nah.
So if we draw a card, we're going to see what? A forest or a plains? No, common bond. Alright, well, okay. So
wow.
There we go. That was an interesting deck to play against. The cards were great. I mean, the cards were fine cards.
Yeah, he just hit his mana dead on, and we never did. I mean, that's the story of that game.
Alright, well, we'll see if our luck turns around in round 2. And this is Roz and Josh, and we'll see you guys for round 2.